folks. We're back from the St. John's. I'm actually sitting here getting rigged up to fish a little derby they call the Bassmaster Classic here in a couple of weeks. Just trying to dot all my I's and cross all my T's, but I wanted to go over, you know, 4 of the baits, the only baits I really threw at the St. John's. Didn't have the best tournament in the world, didn't have a terrible tournament. Finished, you know, a little above middle of the pack. I think 40th, 41st, 42nd, somewhere in there. Really one of my better finishes down in Florida, man. It just, for some reason, the great state of Florida stumps me every year, so I was kind of happy to get out alive where I was, and you know, it could have been better, but it is what it is. Going into day one, we'd been delayed 2 days, so you know, it's 3 days really, because we had a day off, so it's kind of a clean slate. Everything, for the most part, everybody learned in practice was out the window. And I picked up a spinnerbait, actually, of all things. I'll have some video on here of me catching a couple at the end of this, the first day, but caught them on the old nickel spinnerbait. It's a little 3/8 ounce, and that's I got 3 in my keepers day one on that, and 2 on the good old Mr. Twister Cometa. That is a 5/8 ounce tungsten weight, a 3/0 Gamakatsu hook. That's what I caught them on now. That's black blue sapphire, I think what that's called. But that's what I caught my keepers on the first day. Unfortunately, the second day, this camera that I'm talking to you on took a crap right after blast off, so we didn't get the fish I caught the second day. On the second day, I caught one punch and a little deal, one on a spinnerbait, and one on the Mr. Twister Cometa there. And about 9:30, I said, heck, I'm going to pick up the swim jig. That's my go-to color, a little June bug, Mr. Twister buzz bug. And lo and behold, I catch roughly a 4-pounder, a little more. Just as soon as I pick it up, I said, all right, I need a 5-pounder to make the final day. And probably not real smart on me, but I swam it the rest of the day and never caught another one. It was just, you know, it was a little too cold for that down there, and I probably shouldn't have pushed that as hard. But still, that color, that bait in Florida, a lot of times will absolutely wear them out. But that's it for the St. John's. Those baits, my swim jig, we'll go over that too. I'm a big believer in a 7/6 rod for a swim jig. I just always have been. Some people throw 7s. That right there is the 765 K2 from Phoenix. I absolutely love that rod. Abu Garcia Revo STX. I'm 6/6 to 1. I like the slower ratios on my swim jigs. Spinnerbait rod, I could have went with probably a little lighter, but down there you really want to try to get them in the boat, so I went with the 7/1 heavy Phoenix feather. I really love this rod. It's a real versatile all-around rod. It's one of my favorites. It's I tie a lot of different things on it. My flipping rod for the Cinco, 7/7H Phoenix feather, 7/1 ratio reel Revo STX. I flip braid. Some people do fluorocarbon. I flip both. I feel like down there's so much junk in the water. The fish, you know, if they're looking at your line, then you got bigger things to worry about. But I went with, that is 50-pound Yozuri Super Braid is what that is. That's, let's see, that's everything. One I punched up. The only punch rod anybody will ever need. You can ask anybody on Yozuri's pro staff, and they're going to, or Yozuri, Phoenix's pro staff, they're going to tell you the same thing. The 796 Phoenix Recon Elite, by far the greatest punch rod I think I've ever put in my hands. 7/1 Abu Garcia Revo, just an awesome setup. I actually flip with 80 Super Braid when I'm doing that. I tend to snatch a little hard and don't like breaking them off. That's my favorite little punch bait. That's the Mr. Twister right there. Love that little dude to punch. That's it. That's 4 rods, reels, lines, swim jig, spinner bait, punch bait, and the old Cometa. Yeah, 20-pound Yozuri top knot on the line for the spinnerbait. That's it though. Hopefully, hopefully next event, Bassmaster Classic at Gville, hopefully we can have a much better finish. But still, for the most part, happy with where we've started the season. Just, look forward to seeing everyone at the Classic, and hopefully it goes well.
Boat 38, Keith Combs.
You look cold, Trip. You look cold over there.
Boat 39, Cliff Prince.
Okay, earlier I introduced Dale Hightower, and I see Dale Hightower is here right now. So actually, people start going, and I said, welcome, Dale Hightower, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have the first 2 days during the week. You're seeing it, right?
Morning, Andy.
I am a 4-time Classic qualifier, Brandon Lester.
How fun.
The newest member of Team Toyota, rolling out the granddaddy Team Toyota rap, Matt Harry. He's a 6-time Classic qualifier from Reed Springs, Missouri, Chad Morgan-Taylor.
We'll try.
Originally from the West Coast, now making this on the great state of Florida, Jesse Texrod.
340. 340. 340. We'll try. Got us a good one on the nickel spinnerbait. another one. It's not as big. Number 5. 3 hours.